All right. Oh, give me just a moment. Let me also get the TikTok on. Hi, I
I'm
am
Thor.
Michael, pronouns he, him. I am the GM for Ars Magica today. If everybody else wants to introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Steve currently, and I'm playing Thordak,
I'll get that
according to
fixed.
the layout.
Hi, I'm Steve. I'll be playing Zaldan again tonight as we dig deeper into the mess that we've dug for ourselves.
I am Sarah. I'll be playing Justina, who is a scribe in training and acting as kind of a agent provocateur for Zaldin.
Hey, I'm Kay, and I forget the name of the character I'm playing tonight.
Grayson.
Grayson?
Grayson, there we go. I'll get there eventually, guys, I promise.
Hello, I am Nessa. I'm playing Giselle again, right? Or am I playing someone else?
I thought you were playing.
Yeah, you were Giselle.
Yeah, you
I
were
was Giselle
Giselle.
last time, but according to the thing, I'm Sophia, so I was like, maybe I've been assigned
Oh,
Grog.
that's okay. Yeah.
But
Is
either way,
Greg
I will
on
be
a
playing
woman?
Giselle. She's a mysterious cow woman with a haunted past.
All right. Let me check one thing because Ars. Let me check to get the correct Ars Magica layout on there. So the thing about Ars Magica, one of the things that makes it particularly interesting is you do not play these same characters necessarily every single game. Each of them have a mage. Each of them have um, a companion, and then there are the Grogs, just a group of characters that can be created or grabbed as needed.
I feel like a Grog should be an anagram for something.
It could be.
Okay, let me just remember this.
Generic role-playing opportunity, guys.
I like it.
Let's see if that fixes. Eldrick, Justina,
Oof.
Giselle, Zaldin.
Woo!
Oh yeah, that's right. You were playing Eldrick, weren't you? You were playing Eldrick, right, Kay?
Yeah, Kay was
Uh,
playing Eldrick
All
because
right.
he was lazy and tried to get out of work all the time.
All
Oh, that's right.
right.
Yeah, the thing that the overlay likes to go to it loads one online, and I'm always like, just pull it off of this one. I don't want you to go to online. Um, anyway, we had just off camera done a little bit of what had happened. Do we want to do your quick recap again, Steve, that you just gave from last time?
Yeah, so we had been being harassed over in our covenant, and we somehow came to the conclusion that we needed to go to France because it was French people that were doing it, so we think. So we went to the Covenant of Monteverde and found out there's a lot of weird stuff going on there. Like people don't even know mages exist. And through some conversations and some role play, we found out that they want to be our allies. And to do so, they're going to give us information to go to Paris to talk to some of their masks, which are like secret agents of theirs that don't know who they work for. And we met with them. We're also being kind of tailed by some people. And the last thing that was known was this lady that was the mask for Monteverde said, "Hey, I can help you, but I need you to kill someone." And that was where we cut because we don't know who we're killing yet.
I
Like,
also love how 2 episodes ago, when we decided we had to go to France, we completely ignored the fact that one of those swords was Italian. We said France.
I was
French
genuinely,
people.
I was genuinely confused. You're like, yeah, we're going to France and find who did this. I'm just like,
It was a French person who hired everybody.
okay.
Those were the links. A French
Look,
person hired us. There was a French sword, 2 French, 1 Italian, French wins.
Mostly French.
look, before Google, we had a very limited idea of how to find things. Just like, well, I guess we'll check France.
This is a
L- l-
Saturdays or Sundays have been this afternoon on my Angel game. They just decided to start destroying runes that were in this home, and I'm just thinking this. Okay, then this thing starts to happen. Oh, we keep destroying them, and I'm just like, oh, they destroyed all of them, and I'm like, I really thought the fact that the storm demon that's being kept underneath the city, that they're the area that they're at, was not going to be with us for a while. But you like, nope, we're going to just knock down the walls between this world and the next because we don't know what it was. We decided to start smashing. All right.
Wow.
So, your characters. You are in Paris. You have met with Manon, the mask who's in Paris, and I believe she was with all of you, and ended up with the very last part of it saying, I have someone I need you to kill.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, how much do you know about the power structure in Paris?
Shockingly little.
Very little.
There is... The mages here actually do... What is this? The mages who are here actually have a good deal of power in the city itself, and in particular, well, there are many do, but Anacron is the king of the beggars. Fairly powerful, fairly often unhappy mage, one who lost his legs when he was young. He holds a great deal of power in the city. We have discovered he is keeping, you call it the grandparents? Not his actual grandfather. You all know that means it's not his sort of master who apprenticed him, but his master's master. The grandparents.
Okay.
Keeping him alive. Apparently there is a curse on his lineage of mages that they will not die until the one above them does.
Interesting.
So, in order to keep himself in power and keep himself feeling invincible, he's keeping him alive. If he can be removed...
So you need us to kill the grandfather.
This is not a direct command. This is something that might happen. There are unfortunate times when people are lost. As far as I'm aware, you are mages who are here from your own tribunal for reasons that are entirely your own.
Yes. Do you have any information on where this person might be located? Anything of that nature?
He is in the hospital wing of the palace.
Hospital. All right. Well, I will see what I can come up with.
There are many that are in there. There's guards and such, but it is not that part of the that wing of the palace is mostly for soldiers, servants. It's not where power is located.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, I will get on that, see what I can come up with, and I will convene with you in a few days or so.
Okay. And as I recall, you met in your room.
Yeah. Pleasure.
Right. And you do you're also aware, like I made some notes last time. There have been people paying attention to your movements, your comings and your goings. It seems to have been noticed.
Yep.
Part of it, you had your tiger with you, didn't you?
No, I turned it into a cat.
Okay, that's right.
Because we made a spell that could turn it into a house cat for the day.
Oh,
In my room, it's back to being a tiger.
You were more conspicuous when you came into Montverde, I believe.
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to flag someone down to send for my senior officers, Eldrick, Justina, and Giselle.
We can also assume that they're there if you want.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, once the mask leaves. All right, so ideas, thoughts, plans. Do we have any spies? Did we bring any spies with us?
No.
don't think
Uh,
so.
are we meant to kill a mage?
No,
It sounded
officially.
it sounded like that was the assignment.
That is the assignment, but we are not going to do it. We're
Then
going
why
to
are we
do this,
here?
but we're not going to do it.
Okay, if we're not gonna do it, why are we
I'm
here?
not following.
I mean, there's always other options, you know? We could go and do whatever.
We could go home, or
We
we could
could
go
we
back.
could go back to Greece, yes.
We could, but this is important that we make it no our presence needs to be kind of known. That issues, whatever. The thing is, we need to eliminate this person, but we don't want anyone to know that we eliminated this person, if that makes sense. That's why I'm asking, do
Well,
we have any spies in the group that could sneak in? Where's Viz when I actually need him?
this would
Well,
be
I don't think Viz would be helpful in this scenario.
When is Viz ever helpful?
You're not understanding. If Viz was here, they would never mind. So
Well,
any
more so, I
ideas?
think they don't speak French, so I don't think they would be able to glean the information.
Fair enough. Now, what type of plan do you think we can do? I can probably get an audience with the mage ruler there because magedom, but getting in and offing his grandparents is another story. So, spitball, ideas, thoughts. Come on.
Potentially, I could
I
do scribe stuff,
I'm a
but
doctor.
Yeah, like we don't have these powers. Mages are like supposed to be super powerful, right? So what are we supposed to do?
I'm like staring daggers at I've forgotten your name already, Eldrick.
Yeah,
I'm like staring daggers like
I'm asking
Monsieur
very good questions. What are we supposed to do?
Zalden, I could try to infiltrate with seeing if they need a high level scribe and seeing put my ear to the grindstone.
I mean, short of poisoning him, maybe?
I like the idea that we have a doctor. I didn't know you were a doctor.
I'm I'm a female doctor. That's why they brought me on to help Penn.
Uh-huh. All right.
But I have some knowledge. I have medical knowledge.
Exactly. Why don't we use that as an opportunity? We figure out who the doctor that normally takes care of the grandparents is. We remove the doctor, and then you can step in, not being known as you're part of my group and coven. You
Hmm.
eliminate the person and get out of there.
Are you telling me we just went from killing one person to killing two?
It's just a doctor.
Just a question, my guy.
We have such an HR situation on our hands when I get back with Eldrick. I'm gonna be like dragging him to Thordak like manners.
With all due respect, your mageness. Um, I know you are not a typical mage, and that when we're around you, it's fine. You seem very normal. But I know from being around some of the other mages, they are not normal. Do we know anything about this person?
No.
Oh God. This is a death wish. This is a death wish.
Why don't we think about it less as a assassination plot and more so as information gathering?
Okay.
If we're able to do murder while we're there, wonderful. But most likely, murder will probably be slightly outside of our grasp.
Michael, above table, I would know that Zaldan can't actually be involved in it at all, right? Like that would be against the order, right? Wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, just being like this close to it is a thing that could get you in an awful amount of trouble.
Oh,
Being asked to do this is a big. Now the thing is, there's if they find out, there's also plausible deniability. Like every mage's magic leaves a mark that
okay.
that someone with like Intelligo Viz, I believe, or Vim can like after like it will last a variable amount of time, but it's one of those things where it's very possible.
Okay. So
However, like
essentially, I couldn't use magic at all, or it would be traceable.
not directly like it's one of those things you don't want to do it directly in somewhere where someone might be able to come who has magic and can actually like look to see do we have any traces here.
Okay. All right.
So
Here's
my lord, one more thing. What happens if we don't? What is the consequence if we don't do this?
nothing. We
Then
just
why
don't have an we
are
just
we
don't have an
doing it?
ally.
Potentially, the old man could be our ally. Not to speak of such things in someone else's house.
I don't understand why we are being asked to kill an old man anyway. What has he done? What is his crime? What is the purpose of it?
Well,
Why are we trying to gain this ally who wants him dead?
specifically, it's so that it would clear his next of kin up to be murdered due to some kind of curse, from my understanding. I was there for that conversation, right? Or
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
that... Okay, yeah.
This is one we'll say or Zaldin make an order of Hermes lore. Roll.
Yep. I am. Hold on. Let me find my character. Zoldan. Open. Abilities. Order of Herms. Surprisingly, don't have a lot of Order of Herms. 8.
You're not quite sure about the curse. It's a thing you might be able to look into.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not one that you're quite certain about.
Okay. Ultimately, this. Do you three think that you can't pull it off? Is that the vibe you're giving me?
It seems inadvisable.
I think with enough time, yes. But it sounds to me as if there's a time limit on this. We don't have months to gather information and look into things. I feel that is. Wait, how long are we given to do this?
Question: what do we gain with these allies? Like, we're obviously doing, if we do it, something huge for them. What are we gaining?
They are extremely powerful. They're an extremely powerful covenant here in France. If another covenant in France is in fact trying to fuck with us being allied would be a benefit because those other houses and covenants in France would not dare to come after us because it would make an enemy of them.
I mean,
basic politics.
potentially these people could be fucking with us and we are unaware, and then they are not only are they fucking with us, they are getting us to take care of one of their enemies and make an enemy of their enemy at the same time.
Now let's not forget that what happens if the people trying to have us instigate this murder are the ones that tried to kill us in the first place? This could be a trap.
Yeah.
That's why the three of you are going to look into it.
Are we bait?
Almost certainly.
I believe that is the word.
No, you're not bait. You are my top agents here.
We're your only agents here.
Talk about we got a whole platoon of people. You're just the ones that I know their names.
Yeah.
Then Then send them.
And Steve, if you want to end up grabbing a grog for if when they're all headed into it, feel free.
Yeah, Zaldan's not going anywhere near
Yeah.
this. Zaldan's at this point, he's finally just gonna be like, listen, figure it out. If it's not doable, then come back and tell me it's not doable. If you three do not want to go and do it, then find others to do it for you. I don't care. Just get it done.
Oh boy.
Justina walks out. Just
Yeah,
cursing
I
her
follow
breath.
you and I go, do you want to go back with the guys to have more drinks?
No, I do not want to go back to have the guys have more drinks. I want to figure out what is going on. Come on, we're going to the hospital. Where's the guy being held?
The
Yeah, the
hospital wing of the
hospital wing.
palace.
Going to the hospital. Come on.
Well,
And
I don't know if we can go to the palace.
we are going to figure something out. I need to know what is happening here. This feels like a trap, and I feel like a little information would be good. He didn't ask any follow-up questions at all.
I
Nope.
believe. Look how smart I am. I'm just gonna go along with it.
The first guy to just tell me to do something. I'm gonna be like, okay,
Oh,
which is fair.
listen.
That does seem. Zoltan is a woods boy.
Maybe Zaldan should have asked follow-up questions. But
Maybe.
that's what you three are for.
There's some fun things where role playing games diverge from other forms of storytelling. Partly because you're given limited information in the similar way that you would in a murder mystery or something. Where everything matters. So here's this limited thing. I'll go on that because that's the thing we're doing. But it's also like I find with mysteries a lot of times in RPGs, you can. I have done this where we set up like 3 different like lines of inquiry, 3 different ways, and they'll grab one, and if that doesn't take them all the way to the end, they get really frustrated because it's like, well, I don't know what to do now. I'm like, I clearly had set up multiple things to look into, and I find that players get stuck in a way that you wouldn't in another form of, because I think so often it's like, oh, you find the thing, it'll take you to where you need to go. I do think sometimes I was given this is the mission we're given. It's very easy to jump into. Now, if you choose to do something else or different, feel free. Do that as well. You are free to do your thing, but if you want to look into it, you can do that too.
That's fair. I know from like as a GM, I'm like, okay, I've told them what to do, but then also as a player, I'm like,
What if I
I
don't?
don't trust like this.
Yeah, and you know me. Like, if everyone decides to do something else, there's consequences for that too, because
That's true.
it's like it's like you choose the thing you want, and also like Steve, if you want to end up grabbing
A grog.
yeah, like a grog, feel free.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Okay,
I'm trying to figure out where they are.
You want do you want to do someone more
there they are.
assassin-y? Because I think Giselle is like her immediate stop is gonna be like, well, to the Assassin's Guild. If we're gonna do this, I might as well get a professional.
All right. Yeah, they're all in the templates, right? Or
There's a
where's
grog
the one that
template
has more?
official. The grog template official has the extra ones that they put in since
Okay.
the stuff from the new edition, which hopefully the PDF is coming out soon. The completed PDF that's not like split up into 15 different things and massively huge.
Duplicate. Perfect.
Though the actual book is, I think it's gonna be 400 some odd pages, because they it's the current edition we're playing, cleaned up a little bit, made like they've made like put errata, made a few cleanups I guess here and there, and then really made it like hopefully easier to understand.
So is Giselle getting one of the people we brought, or is Giselle finding someone here?
Did we bring an assassin? Because if we didn't bring an assassin, which it doesn't feel like we did,
I don't think we would have.
If you wanted to
No.
have brought someone a little more spyish, you definitely could have done that.
all right, then we maybe would have brought someone more spyish. That does seem like something
It would
Giselle
make
would do.
like a political, because it would make sense because you knew you were coming here to try to like hunt down some sort of enemy. You weren't sure who the enemy was, but you're like, we're gonna go to France, and we're gonna go to someplace in France, and we're gonna say, is there anybody here who doesn't like us?
Again, off of 2 clues, we went to
I
France.
find it.
All right,
I find it highly amusing.
So Because I have no information on this grog, I'm picking Lysander because
Yeah, I was
he's a
about to say. I
spy.
was about to say
We have
Lysander.
no info on him at all, but
Wait,
he's in our
was
covenant
he the
grogs.
counter spy who was sent
He's
to
a wolf.
spy on you?
No, that was
Yeah, Rana, Raphael, and Marcella were the wolves. Although
Ah.
Lysander does
Yeah.
live at the guild, so he could potentially be a wolf.
I know I named him, but I don't remember who he is at all.
no,
He literally was on screen for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Like it was a whole scene, but like you ended up playing someone entirely different for reasons that I don't remember.
We do need to have, like, at the end of the sessions, just have people write a little thing.
Uh,
What did the person
Yeah.
do this time?
Percy was the one that was spying on us.
Ah.
So
Okay, so
Lysander, we have nothing about. So he came along, and that's who's there. If you want to
Okay.
snag him,
Sarah, do you want to do stuff at the hospital first, or
Yeah, let's go to the hospital.
yeah,
What's-
give me a
what's-
chance to
what is
get
this,
this guy set up.
What is this guy's name again?
Raphael.
Raphael. So this is just the general hospital of the city, not the palace hospital, correct?
It's like
Or should I try?
it's like a wing of the palace hospital, but it's a bit separate from the rest of it. It is sort of on those grounds,
Mhm.
and is mostly for guards and people who work at the palace and stuff. It is not like where the seat of power is.
I'm bringing Eldrick with me. If anything goes down, but you have a sword, yes?
Yeah, I have my axe.
Okay, we need to get you a sword because that's more. Can you use the sword?
Oh, great question. Let me see.
A battle axe would the thing like it would be rare, but like if I would say this, if you were posing as sort of a mercenary or someone, like axes, because they're more useful, are made more often. Like swords were made specifically for war, but if you were if you were like a mercenary protecting, especially a woman who's a doctor who maybe travels and stuff, that occasionally would want someone there, having an axe would not be out of it's like, oh, you chose a mercenary that didn't have enough money to probably be in a band or something. Could be an easy way to look at it.
All right. Follow my lead. Don't say anything. We're going to find information. How is the layout of this hospital? Is there? I doubt it's going like a modern thing. There's like a front desk or anything like that. Like
no, so it's like there is. It's actually several stories. There's a bit of a tower that's on there. Like this at one point, this actually looks like it used to be part of a previous encampment, like a previous fortress that was here. The rest of the palace stuff is, this is not true in any sense. I did not look up to see anything about Paris's, like if they had a palace in Paris, but like the rest of the grounds are nice and beautiful and are set up, especially at a time where they're not expecting invaders to necessarily come into Paris and do anything. This is the middle of a huge city. This looks like it was, in certain respects, still a part of when they needed more fortified area, though there's not like the walls and stuff around it anymore. It's got like a large open area, like get some sunlight and other stuff that comes through. There's also like fairly like something that was probably a barracks at one point as you're on your way there, and then there's also like the remnants of like a watchtower that is like fairly sturdy and such there as well.
Does anything stand out obvious as like a place where like more higher ranking people might be kept?
You'd have to go into it to find out. Like
Okay.
right now, you're sort of seeing it from a distance.
All right, we approach the gates of the hospital.
All right. As you sort of make your way in, you see doctors and nurses and such like going around treating people. Mostly, like you don't have a lot of people, mostly people who appear to be sick. There's a few, and Sarah, remind me, Justina's like medical background, or she was the
She's a woman's doctor, so it's like a midwife or an OB/GYN or whatever equivalent was for that time period.
She was the one there who saw Ibrahim set people on fire?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Yeah, you see like doctors and nurses kind of like going around. There's like a whole bunch of mostly empty beds in this larger area that you're at. And you do see sort of throughout. It looks like it's mostly bumps, scrapes, other problems. Some people who are just sort of sick. There's one person you pass, you're like, pretty sure he's got syphilis. Yeah, at one point there's a one of the doctors who sort of looks and goes, because how well is Justina dressed?
I think pretty well. She looks like she's been traveling, probably, but like all things considered, she's dressed like not nobility, but she's dressed rather nicely. She's got a good dress, and she looks. I know they don't have lab coats at this point, but it's like maybe she's got like a long like black robe type of thing.
And what about Eldrick?
I think pretty like standard yet plain clothes, like probably black pants, maybe a colored shirt, but a black robe over top.
And you carry weapons with you?
Yeah, but I feel like it's one of the long robes, so it's like hooked onto my belt of my pants, so it can't really be seen unless someone's really looking for it.
Okay. There's a point where he just looks and like kind of looks at the two of you, looks right at Eldrick, and goes, "Do you have business here?
He's with me. He's with me. I'm a midwife. I was sent for to help with the women's issue, the women's hall.
Go ahead and make. This is me trying to remember the.
I have guile aligned to authority.
Yes, go ahead and do that.
Why is it not coming up? Hold up.
Three games with skill systems right now, and there's the amount of times I'm going, roll the. Oh, which one would it be?
Hold on, I gotta get my character back up because something's going on with her.
Something's going on with her.
It's not letting me roll. Hold on. I think I might have to reload the game. 1 second now.
Also, I will be back in 2 seconds. I require a snack.
All right.
That sounds valid.
And Eldrick, you definitely notice, like, the moment she's like, he's with me, like, the doctor looked extremely, and, like, while kind of speaking a little bit with her, like very much keeps looking to you, trying to figure out why you're there. And why he's not talking to you instead. You ever heard the old riddle that used to stump people? There was a father and his son were in a car wreck. The father was killed. The son gets taken in, and the doctor comes out and sees him on the gurney and says, "I can't work on him. This is my son." Like, how is it possible that the doctor could be the doctor's son?
It adds.
What?
Yeah.
All right, I just rolled 11.
Yeah.
That's not the right answer, Nessa, but I do like that answer.
Well, that's what my answer was when I was a child, and my mom was like, "No, a woman doctor," and I was like, "Inconceivable."
At that time, like, it used to stump people. And the doctor.
I was like, I know about gay marriage, but I was like, what is this woman doctor? Never heard of such a thing.
Never heard of it.
Seems
Well,
suspicious.
gay marriage wasn't legal at the time, but I had a friend who had 2 moms.
Yeah. And there's just a moment where the doctor looks a little confused and then turns to one of the nurses and goes, "Was a midwife called for the women's issue?" And she just sort of looks, and then she comes over and is like, I'll take care of it. Come with me.
Thank you.
And she kind of takes you out into the courtyard. And she goes, "Women's issue? Is there something in the palace itself? There's nothing we have here."
I was called for a very important matter. There's a person of most importance here, and they wanted to not make light of the situation. I can't speak of it, but do I have anything on me that talks about the covenant in Greece?
You let me know. I think it's a thing you probably decide if you're bringing something or not.
Yeah, I would have like I would say I have a scroll that says I'm coming from a covenant and like something with like the Theban tribunal on it. Like I came here from far distance, and I show her like the scroll and like the seal on it, but I need to see what's the person's name again?
Raphael.
I need to
Raphael.
see. I need to speak to Raphael. It is of most importance.
And she, like, when you say that, like, she actually, um, you see her kind of like sit up a little bit and just. You were sent for Raphael.
Yes.
No, very few are allowed to visit Raphael.
I understand that. And I was sent here. I am on orders. Cast me out if you so choose, but I do not know what the consequences will be if I am sent away.
She does the thing where she kind of looks over at the tower and she kind of like motions her head that way.
Thank you. And I go that way, and Eldrick follow me behind me.
Yeah, when you get there, there are two guards that like are stationed outside the tower. Eldrick, you've seen enough. You know, guards like there's guards. This is a fairly easy like. The guard stuff around here are mostly to occasionally get grabbed by a doctor or a nurse to go get something or whatever. These two have a position, and they have a position that they've been. They seem to have reason to take seriously. As sort of the two of you are approaching, one looks up and goes, "This tower is off limits."
I am sent by the Theban Tribunal to look after it, to look into him.
I do not know what the Theban Tribunal is. There is only one person who is allowed to have anyone come into this space. If you do not have anything from him,
And who would that be?
if you're asking the question,
I do not know who called for me, but I was sent for.
so you need to speak to the one who can actually have you let in. And one of them looks over at you, Eldrick, and goes, just one of them kind of like looks you up and down, and just goes, "You're the guard for the lady? Does she often need a guard?"
We've
Lady-
traveled a long distance.
A lady coming from a long distance needs a guard. Do you not guard your wife?
I rarely travel with her to places like this.
Well, I do travel, and so be it. I shall return. But I do pray that the consequences of you sending me away do not affect you.
So close.
And we leave.
And the guards kind of looking after you as you go.
I think I duck behind a wall. I think when I leave, I go like down a tunnel, and I kind of duck and stay there out of view. Do you have eyes, Eldrick, on the door? Are they going in?
I kind of look around, and do I see them moving, or are they just kind of holding post?
So they're holding post. One of the things you'll definitely notice, most of the guards that are here, looking around, are like the ones you're pretty sure they couldn't trust other places. Like they're not people you would necessarily want in other positions. These two are the real deal. These two know what they're doing. Like they're of a much higher quality than the kind of doofuses you see that have got the really cushy job, mostly cushy job, except they got to deal with the blood and the pus and all the other stuff from here. This is like a shit job for what looks like everyone except for those two.
I do not like any of this. I do not like it.
I mean, all I'm saying is we could have been drinking now, but whatever. What do you suggest?
I suggest we find out who's. We know from that mask woman that he's being guarded by his sires, correct? We can make that assumption. Who else would keep him from dying?
I imagine just his pupil.
And do we know where his pupil goes? Where his pupil is from?
No, but didn't they say something about a curse?
I know nothing about curses. However, so I have lore for local nunneries. I don't know if that would count only in Greece or that's just nunneries in general.
Local nunneries would be ones in Greece. You know general stuff about nunneries and stuff, but
Come on. He's king of the beggars, correct?
that's what she said.
This Raphael person?
No, she said that was someone else.
Mm.
Anachron.
Anachron. But Anachron is alive because of Raphael. Right?
I believe, yeah. Because he has the curse on him, right?
Oh, it's the line, so they all technically have the curse.
Oh. But Raphael doesn't?
When Grandpa dies, suddenly your son is able to be killed. But as long as Grandpa's alive, you are immortal. But then
Oh,
when
so-
your grandfather dies, you become Grandpa. So whoever your son is now
So
it
that's the
passes.
curse is
Yeah, you can't die
Okay,
until your
okay.
grandfather dies.
Got you.
Which is kind of how life works, unless some bad shit happens to you.
All right. I think for now we should go back to Zaldin, and I think this is wrong. I think this is a terrible, terrible idea.
I think this might be a death wish for us, honestly.
Yes. But
Well,
at least I can tell him that
We
whatever
try.
ally he wants to make, they're probably not the smart move. Let's go back to him, see what he says.
Alright.
Lysander.
Hey, Giselle, hi, how are you?
You know how you have done absolutely no work up until now?
You're gonna put me to work, aren't you?
Yes, it is time.
That's okay. I love it. Let's do it. What do you need? What do you need from me?
I have absolutely no goddamn idea. We need to go get information about the Magi in this area, specifically the ones at the palace. There's an old sick man, and then his successors. We might need to do a little bit of murder, but we're gonna probably not, you know? Let's get the lay of the land first.
Huh. Okay. You stick out like a sore thumb, so you need me to figure out information about this place.
Yes.
All right. You stay here because you draw a lot of attention to yourself. I'll go check it out.
Giselle's tail kind of like pops out and is like swishing annoyed. But also that's part of it. Like, yeah, no, it does draw a lot of attention.
Where are the places you're looking into again?
I guess the palace, but like I imagine we probably can't get into the palace. So like something adjacent to the palace.
Giselle would be more like Giselle would actually be fairly at home in something like a palace because you're used to dealing with like Giselle does know how to deal with a lot of people there. So like staying behind is not necessarily a bad or is not necessarily necessary because you are good at that shit.
That is true. I was gonna could Lysander pass as like a bodyguard of some kind?
One of his flaws is small frame, so
Could we
he's
pass
very
for-
tiny.
Could you pass for a tutor? What do you have weapon wise? Do you have shit that you can like strap to you?
He has a dagger.
Okay, perfect, great. Then we're gonna get you more outsuited as like a a scribe's apprentice kind of a situation.
All right, whatever. You're the boss.
All right, we're gonna get you situated in that, and then I'm just gonna we're gonna go with this the old-fashioned way and see if anyone needs any scribe work.
All right. I can't read.
Yeah, no, you are my assistant, so just be quiet.
Hand scrolls.
All right. Perfect.
Giselle is suddenly remembering her whole husband situation and is like, "Oh, right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I guess I'll just go up to the like whatever wherever the servant part of the palace is.
Yeah, so there's a servant's entrance, and you see like as people are sort of coming and going. Head that way.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. As you're sort of headed that way, one of the valets is there, and like he's they wouldn't be smoking in 1234. We didn't have tobacco back then.
Maybe a pipe. We have opium, right?
Okay. Well, definitely wouldn't be smoking that. You see, one of them has been outside. He's been looks like someone he's been sort of flirting with, but then sees as the two of you are on the way, and one goes, "Hey, I don't recognize you around here. Who are you two?"
Yes. Hello, I am Emilia, and this is my assistant Roland.
All right, Amelia Roland. That doesn't tell me a lot.
Roland with a T. Um, uh, it's always so hard to phrase these things. Do you have anyone who might have need of a scribe, particularly? I think I pull out a scroll that like maybe would seem like kind of more magic-y, so maybe if you like can recognize that off the beat.
You will know that almost nobody. Like that'll be true
Yeah.
of like that's gonna be true of. Well,
Okay,
most
not
people in covenants are not going to be able to. Like, remember, the
yeah.
vast majority of people don't know what a tribunal is. Don't like they may have heard of mages. They've got all sorts of ideas, but they don't know any of the reality. There's just a moment he just kind of looks. He's like, "Scribe. Wait, who needs? Do they not have scribes in the palace? You looking for work?"
Yes, I assume that they might have scribes there already, but specifically for how you might say rituals?
Are you looking for the priest?
Hey, I'm gonna level you with you, man. This is gonna be a hard shot. Do you know about wizards?
Yeah, like fairies and dragons and centaurs and things like that.
I'm gonna turn back to and look at Lysander like God, I fucking hate this country. I mean, granted, Gisela grew up here, but also she's like, oh my God, it's so much easier when people know about fucking wizards. Never mind that. Yeah, just looking for scribe work. Could you connect me with anyone potentially? Here is a sample. I am very fast,
This is.
and I know Latin.
Let me see if I can talk with someone. Kind of makes his way in. You might pop over there for Eldrick real quick. Um, so Eldrick, as I recall, is kind of like a layabout a little bit, like likes to not be found and screws around.
Definitely anything avoiding his work, he's gonna try and avoid.
Okay, so I'll see a little bit later on. You find yourself while everyone else like is kind of doing some things. We'll get Giselle in there with or Justina rather in there with Zaldin a little bit later. Um, you probably go out drinking to someplace nearby the inn, like not too far, but also like not where you're gonna get grabbed. You're there a bit later. The evening is kind of falling, and you notice actually it's the two guards from earlier are like getting something to eat and drinking at the one place, and one of them just kind of seems a little down as you're one of them talking. It's like, look, she may leave you. She can't divorce you. She may go to her parents for a while, and like they seem to be talking pretty intently there.
Mm, like, what troubles you, my friend?
One of them just sort of looks and goes, "You are, oh, you are the from from with the woman doctor trying to come in with the tribunal. My friend's having a hard time. What was she tribunal? What was she talking about?
Oh, like There's a place here. There's a place in Greece. We're from the one in Greece. It's a long journey. She was called for I don't know what.
So you follow someone from Greece.
Also,
You
if
got a
y'all hear
shit job.
noises, there's squirrels in my ceiling, so
Oh, I thought you were.
It'd be like that.
it do be
I
like that.
thought you were in character for a second. I was confused.
No, there's literal squirrels in my ceiling,
Oh, shit.
unfortunately. They're right above my room.
God.
Have you evicted them?
Um, they wake me up at 5 a.m. in the morning sometimes, so I think they're trying to evict me.
You should go to war.
Yeah, we had some in our bathroom.
Yeah. So he just goes. So followed all the way from Greece. What a shit job you ended up with.
Whatever. I mean, I'm here. I'm not here alone, so. And I'm here and I'm drinking, so what can I say?
Kind of like lifts up the glass and just. And the other friend who just looks really. He's had like a couple shots of some harder spirits and he's looking pretty down.
What troubles you?
Oh, it's his wife. He kind of looks up and goes. I said, tell her it's nothing going on with the nurses. It's nothing happened. Just once. It wasn't a thing. She just. And he goes, she may have caught him. Not completely exposed with one of the nurses, but close enough.
Oh. Can I ask which nurse?
Did you have your eye on one? Is also is Justina an attractive woman?
I think she's very striking.
Okay.
She's maybe not like a great beauty, but I think she's got like very striking features.
Are you tired of your midwife already? You're traveling with her. I'm assuming.
I mean, it's okay to assume. But hey, I'm by myself now.
Get another one. Get another one. We can have some drinks. Giselle and Lysander. After a little bit, you have someone comes out and they've got. He goes. The valet goes. Yeah, let me take you to one of the people in charge here. And kind of takes you through the servants' quarters for a bit until you reach a fairly spare room. Not a lot in it, and there's an older man there who has the look of someone who's kind of in charge of a lot of the household stuff. He looks at you and goes, "Right, you come looking for a scribe. It's an unusual thing." What brings you here?
We are traveling through, and I. Michael, what was the name of the other place that we went to?
Monteverde?
Monteverde. Do I know of a different, um, like a third one, so the like potentially one that's a little bit more neutral for these guys, where I could say we had stopped there and I had done some work for them, like a different tribunal.
As I
Damn
said,
it.
one, you really don't know the tribunals here. Two,
Yeah.
this guy will probably not know the tribunals here.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, fair.
Yeah,
Then I'm gonna be
but-
like, I had stopped at a similar location in Monteverde, and they had offered me some work on commission, and I was told that I might be able to find work here as well.
This is beautiful work. Let me bring you. Let me come with me. There's some men of letters who might be more interested in something along these lines.
Wonderful.
Now,
This is my assistant Roland.
Roland, out of character, is there a specific thing you're looking to do to find to?
I'm literally just trying to get my foot in the door. Like, I
Okay.
just want to be inside this place. Like, maybe they'll leave us alone and we can dig around in some papers for a bit. Maybe we can talk to one of the servants. Maybe we can eavesdrop. I don't know. Just as long as we get inside the building, I'm like, maybe
Well-
something.
Well, we'll say this. You end up getting set up with a meeting with someone who there actually is. You are extraordinarily good at
Oh, yeah.
what you do. So there actually is a place to have someone come in and make, especially some of the official announcements and other things that are being sent places, look much nicer. They've got like and like I said, your stuff is on the level of the best scribes they have. So there are some people that do see that, and they're like, come back tomorrow. We should be able to get you outfitted with some work. And like they actually are paying pretty decently for it. They have you like do a little bit of writing to make sure that what you handed them was actually your sample, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
they're fairly standard. Like if a mage says, "Hey, this is this" to another mage, they're like, "Okay, we trust you," because you're gonna bring like this is their sample. For them, yeah, they look through it and they're impressed. Like yeah, like there's work for someone who knows how to write.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll come back tomorrow. I head back with Roland I was going to say with Roland with Lysander back to our accommodations, and I'm kind of like in my head I'm like, should we be going directly back to where the mage is? What if I'm like, they probably aren't going to send someone to follow us, but
Can Lysander make an awareness roll to see if we're followed?
ooh.
Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Oh,
Oh,
he
boy.
didn't. He definitely
Nope.
he don't.
All you do is you see a lot of eyes on Giselle, but that's fairly standard.
Yeah.
Cut
All
back.
right.
Eldrick, have you two been drinking for a while? For the three of you?
Oh yeah, probably for a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
minute.
And then they're sort of drinking, and they're asking about where you've been, like where you've been, what kind of stuff you've seen, if it's just the two of you, stuff along. They just seem sort of curious. It's a weird thing to come all the way from Greece for something like this.
Well, the doctor's very sought after, so
Why is the
when they
doctor sought
call, we
after?
go. Honestly, I don't listen to her most of the time, so I'm not exactly sure what it is she does. All I know is that I accompany her to make her feel safer.
Make a carouse roll.
Stress or simple?
Stress.
Oh boy. We're really paying for the good rolls, aren't we?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, it's currently like you're doing fairly rough in the drinking, as you've been sort of drinking with them. You're starting to feel you're feeling the alcohol pretty hard. And there's a point because it's a problem. You've been on the road too much. You don't know how to hold your liquor. If you had a job in a proper place, you'd know how to hold your liquor.
Well, you guys have some strong liquor.
That we do. Not like the swill you have in Greece.
No, this is different for sure.
Meanwhile, in Greece, they have orzo, which is basically grain alcohol.
Mhm.
All right,
I'm sure there's a French version of grain alcohol. What I have learned from being all over the world is there's a moonshine everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I love Chinese moonshine. It tastes like so bad. Well, to be fair, all moonshine tastes bad.
This is
There's not a one where I've been like, hell yeah.
These two are Bertrand and Gilliam. They mostly currently, like I said, drinking. They've got to be back in the morning, but are currently drinking for Bertrand's possible divorce. And you stay out drinking with them for a while?
Yeah, probably. I think every now and then I try to get like the tiniest bit of information when my brain can, think of a random thing to ask them, but it's probably not helpful whatsoever.
What kind of things are you asking?
Like, I think I really just try and pull this nurse thing. Like, when are you gonna introduce me to one of your nurse friends? Yada yada yada. Like, I'm trying to get in so hard with this that it's probably not helpful.
Yeah, there's a moment he's like, the nurse, are you planning on coming back? Does your doctor even know who to speak to get in? Only one person. Outside of specific doctors, only one person's allowed in that tower. If they don't have permission from him, We are not to be sent, and we are paid well to make sure that does not happen.
Who is this person? Who can I talk to get in so I can
That-
talk to these nurses?
That is a secret. There's no nurses up there. One nurse occasionally goes up there with the doctor, but cannot stay in the room with him that long.
Oh, why is that?
He's been dying for a very long time. Horrific. I saw it once. We've been right outside. We hear his cries from time to time, but he's horrifically old. Great
Ew.
pain and kept alive from I have no idea what.
Who's keeping him alive if he's in so much pain?
That I do not know. I just know a few people. Doctor sees him, catches up with him, makes sure he's okay. They occasionally, once every few months, people come and give him some sort of a special bath. There's a legless man who comes in with them to do so.
Oh, legless man.
Comes on a cart pulled by mastiffs.
Mm.
They go in with a great deal of water, and there's a tub that is brought in every couple months on clockwork.
Interesting. Well, I hope to never live like that.
True. All right. Do we bring all four of you together?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Michael,
Mm-hmm.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does Giselle think it is within her ability to, as a reminder, I have a magical ability called entrancement, which I can give someone by looking into their eyes. I can give them any ability, or I can ask them to do anything, including kill themselves. It's hard to do, but how, if I had to assign a numerical value to staring into an old dying man's eyes and telling him to, like, it's okay to let go.
That might be yeah. It's one thing to kill yourself. It's another thing to look at someone and just say die.
Yeah, well, I feel like jumping off a cliff. I feel like to an insanely old man just being like, let go. I feel like that's got to be easier than like actively jumping out of a window. You know what I mean?
That by itself probably won't do it, but you don't know. You can try.
Yeah. It's insane that you can that getting them to kill someone else is a 12, but well, I guess it makes sense, and then killing yourself is a 15.
Yeah.
Still only a 12.
Get Bastion here.
Yeah.
Bastion needs that ability.
Oh, I just realized I could get someone else to do it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
So
forgot I could.
as we gather all of you up in that evening, everyone's kind of come back. You had Giselle and them gone for a while. Zaldin kind of probably working on whatever he was.
Yeah. Writing or studying or something. I assume the three of you come back to Zalden.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what's the word?
I think we should leave. I think we should give up on this and leave.
I have a scribing gig in the palace tomorrow. I figured, I don't know, worth to give it a shot. Me and Lysander are going in.
Do you think you can actually pull any information?
Unclear. But I mean, it's worth a shot just to get some information, right?
Is Eldrick drunk right now?
Yeah. Absolutely. Like he's definitely just slumped in a chair in the corner. Like, I don't know why I'm here. I just wanna can I go?
We know where he is, but he's being guarded, heavily guarded, by guards that
No.
cannot be bought off and cannot be paid off. And I don't want whatever ally you want, you do not want this enemy.
Only one person can let us in. They're not
We don't even
going
know who that
to.
is. They wouldn't give that information up.
Oh wait, do the guards do not have a key?
No.
They're on post. Why would they need a key? Although he does get the bath every couple months with the legless man.
Ah, Anacron was the legless one.
Mhm.
Zaldin, if he's getting
What?
if someone else is showing up to give him like a bath every couple months, that's a longevity ritual. And if you're at the
Mm,
point where you need a longevity ritual, because like basically longevity ritual will last and stop you from aging until you have an aging crisis. Until you roll such a, and the older you get, the better chances of that happening. If they're having to come in every few months for an aging ritual or a longevity ritual, that's extreme.
This guy's got to be like 200, right?
so essentially, this guy is probably unable to do anything. Is probably the
If he's so far gone, he needs it that often. That's ridiculous. Like that. That's like that amount of it is sort of unheard of.
Did Eldrick bring up the screaming?
I think Eldrick is just muttering a bunch of things that you guys are trying to piece together. It's like he screams, there's the nurses and the one nurse, but I can't find the nurses. Uh,
Zalton is just staring at you at this point. It's like, so he gets a bath every couple months,
with the legless man is there.
and they're screaming when this occurs.
He is screaming.
This person is. What type of tower is he in?
Used to be like an old fortification of a watchtower that's still left over from an older version of what the palace used to be. They were you were all pretty sure when you're in it. It used to probably a guards barracks at one point, but now has been essentially cleaned out and turned into like a makeshift hospital simply because the guards have better quarters and such now.
Hmm.
I think I could get one or two of the guards to leave tomorrow.
Good luck.
I don't need luck.
Okay.
And how could you do that?
Um, Michael, can I try to use? Wouldn't do I know if oh no, transmit only doesn't work on ghosts and demons and fairies. Can I try to use entrancement on Zaldan really quick?
You can try.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
What would that have to penetrate my Parma magic?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Why do I have a -1? I sp Oh, where are we that I have a -6 aura?
Oh, yeah, you're in a city.
Oh, right, the
Cities
city.
have divine auras. Yeah, that's right. Since it works as bad. Beyond that, the chances of you getting through Zaladin's Parma magic, like his magic resistance, is going to be essentially nil.
Okay, well, I mean, does he get with a 7? Does he get the gist of what I'm going for?
So yeah, yours just does it by looking in the eyes. Like Zaladin, as you see that happen, like we'll say you're aware that she's trying to do something magical on you.
Okay, never mind. I forgot how fucked up the cities are.
So you have a magical ability that you could potentially use.
Well, I mean, considering how well that went.
So you're telling me you can't get them out of the way.
But to be fair, with a 7, I technically could. I could get something This is Nessa talking. With a 7, a +6 is a questionable, like, meet me alone at night, which I feel like I could probably get the horny one to be like, meet me in the closet down the hall right now.
And with your confidence, you could get if you spend a point of confidence, that gives you a +3.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
realize
it,
it
I
basically be a D10 +2 if you use that.
okay. Well, I could maybe get one of them to join me elsewhere.
That means there's still one at the door. What? How,
I mean, I could try for 2, but that seems way riskier.
Mm.
this Lavander, Lacey, or whatever you said his name was. How capable is he, and how expendable is he?
I mean, I would prefer to keep our people safe-ish.
Okay, so the three of you kind of think this is a bad idea to do this.
Yes.
Yes, it also seems like maybe put me in. We could kidnap the old man.
Look,
How? We can't get in. That's the whole
my
problem.
lord, I have a question.
Yes.
Why? You are the one with magic. You are the one with weaponry and a tiger. Why can you not do this? What are you not telling us?
I believe it would be inadvisable, like a king going up against another king, whereas if a guard kills another guard, it is.
But yet this masked person asked you to kill him.
No, no.
Does this not seem like a bad idea?
Seems like a pretty bad idea to me.
I
You
mean,
think everything's a bad idea, but yes, all right. I
potential.
think
We could try to get more information at the scribing thing tomorrow, see if they're. I don't know how much I could get, but we could maybe see if they are moving, if this is the person who is moving against us.
I'm starting to think that the person that's moving against us is not here.
Hmm.
It's I'm questioning why I even agreed to come on this mission. But anyway, why don't we see how this scribe meeting goes? Take this Lysander with you. See if you can get any more information. Justina, Eldrick, see if you can find anything else out that might be helpful. If tomorrow night we reconvene and we all agree that there's nothing to be done, we're just going to go home.
Right.
Worst case scenario, I believe in our ability to slaughter hordes of Frenchmen.
Well, you are alone in that thought.
I mean, we did it kind of okay last time.
But I don't want to slaughter hordes of Frenchmen.
No, just one Frenchman. Just one random Frenchman in a tower.
No, we did the. Oh, were they already dead when we found them?
Who are you
Do not
talking about?
know.
Remember where we got all those swords? That's how we found here. Was we all those guys with French swords? We were like, "What are you guys doing here?"
No, y'all slaughtered them.
Yeah, we slaughtered them by a
Those were
lot.
bandits who stole from us. That's
Yeah, but-
different.
No, but they were. That's how we. Do you not remember why we came here? Was because those bandits were working for French people.
I think
Yes.
we've all forgotten why we're here, to be honest.
Those
Can we
bandits
get
were not
going?
Agreed,
bandits.
agreed.
They were given money and weapons by someone around, not
Wait,
necessarily in this town.
wait.
Yes. Am I
Look.
misremembering?
Wait, Justina, you agree with me? Incredible. I must mark this day.
I don't believe that you can write. Anyway,
Okay. The three of you, I will take your information into consideration as I deliberate tonight.
Magnanimous.
I fear we're your only consideration since you aren't willing to do anything.
looking at Eldrick, I think I'm gonna like whisper to Justine. I'm like, how long has he been with us? Has he ever seen the mages kill one of them?
No, he has not.
I might need to talk to the mages about killing more of the guards because this is just.
Oh, I feel like it would be such a dick move to kill Eldrick right now, but like I could totally see Zaldan doing it with the
No.
comp.
Justinia's like,
No. Look. Tell us what you want us to find tomorrow. I have no access to information. There's a tower and it's heavily guarded. And that's it. How did you find out this information, by the way?
I went drinking, of course. You wouldn't come with me, so I went alone.
it is the best way to get information is to talk to servants and guards.
They're the most sexist assholes here. You know how they didn't believe I was a doctor?
I mean, I can see that.
What do you mean?
I mean, as much as I hate to admit it, there are not a lot of female doctors.
Who do you think takes care of women?
Pen,
Nobody.
midwives.
Wise.
I mean, at the Covenant, Pen does have a spell that makes the hips go.
I've seen it.
It's
It's real
very
bad.
disturbing.
It's real. It's real weird.
Baby, make your hips go. That was my college nickname.
It's a long nickname.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll just go to the scribe shit tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I want to know, is there any potential opportunity to get into that tower unnoticed? Is there a guard change? Is there a moment in time where the guards swap? Could there be a disturbance that would pull them away? Any type of information like that would be beneficial. And
But
if
if I
there
can-
is such a time, set something up to do it. And if there's
Okay.
not, we'll go home.
If there's anything I can do regarding if these indeed are the people who are fucking with us, should I try to get that information as well?
Absolutely. If you can find out that this is the place that is screwing with us, then we're going to do something.
Okay.
Maybe. At least we'll know. So, just go have a good night. Have a couple extra drinks.
You
I will
don't
not
have
be
to tell
doing
me
that.
twice.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as they walk out the door, Zalden is just gonna look at Cassie and be like, that Eldrick is going to get killed real soon if he keeps it up.
All right.
So,
We good for a bio break?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
I've
Right.
had to go since we started.
All right. Back in a few.
face. My coat had put a bunch of snow on my chair, and I didn't realize until I moved the coat and then sat down, and then I sat into a bunch of melted snow
Oh,
right on where
Okay.
my butt is really burned.
So your butt is all wet.
It's wet and burned, and it's
That's a
cold wet.
bad combo.
That
Yes.
sounds like you ate the wrong things.
Well, the other kind of burned. Chemical.
All
Damn.
right. So is it the next day, or what are people doing?
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
assume.
Mhm.
All right. Which group would we like to go with first?
I don't want to be like me, but I feel like the scribe stuff,
Okay.
right?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So
Lysander is there.
you two are brought into this kind of large area, and they go through, and like they've got a bunch of from what you can see looking through them, these are sort of diplomatic missives. None of not anyone too important about too important things, but these are the ones that are being sent to places to more make it feel like they're being given more attention than they are, or something that looks fancier and nicer. And then he's like, "Yes, we want to make these and make sure that they look nice and stylish." And they've got like a book that's got like a bunch of like local French heraldry, specific things that are for the king, the it's France, so maybe it's the king,
The king.
the king. They've got a lot of that stuff that's laid out for you to use, and he got one of them kind of goes over. Here's a few of the things, sort of to both of you, and they let you. They kind of get you started. You're in this large room with a bunch of other scribes and stuff that are kind of working on getting a lot of like diplomatic stuff put together.
Okay. All right. So what's the plan? I mean, obviously you have to scribe. Do you want me to like meander about, or
Yes. I will scribe. We'll trade off at some point. Obviously, you won't be scribing, but take a peek around, see if you can't. And if someone asks what you're doing, you say you are the scribes. Remember, you are Roland. You are the scribe's assistant, and I told you to take a look at calligraphy styles and how they differ between here and Greece.
okay. I'm
Take in the
hoping to
artwork.
not be seen. I'm
Ideally, yes.
sneaky.
Yeah, be sneaky, but I mean, make yourself look like you are just a very sneaky young scribe. Nothing
Alright.
political here.
Yeah. So Michael,
Mm-hmm.
Lysander is gonna try to sneak his way to like get a peek at the tower. Um, Either through a window or something. He's gonna try to like blend in, not be seen, like not stand out.
Okay.
Just like walk down hallways very quietly,
Just
nonchalantly.
be able to look across at it or something to just see.
Yeah, like try to get an idea of, is there any other entrances other than the front door? Is there a way you could sneak in? Are there
Well,
windows?
I
Like,
would say yeah, like you'd have to leave. You have to leave this part of the palace and actually go over to where the old fortress part was, that has
okay.
the thing. We also we can cut to Justina and Eldrick.
Ooh.
Were you going back to the hospital next day, or what were you doing?
Yeah, I think we are. So I'm going to take on to account that I've been there before, so now there's like a familiarity about me. I'm just gonna walk in and I'm going to head in the direction of the tower and in that same hallway where I was before. So like when that exit hallway, we're gonna perch ourselves there.
Okay. And
Trying
Eldrick,
to keep eyes on things.
are you doing the same thing, or Eldrick, are you doing something different?
I imagine I was dragged along.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you see the same two guards from yesterday. They seem to be working, their regular shift. They seem to notice they're sitting there. They're talking. They are at the one sort of the one entrance to the tower.
This is the work. I guess we're going to be drinking with them again tonight.
Fine by me.
Okay. Is there anything else you two do while you're there, or right now are you just sort of?
Just reconnaissance.
Yeah, you're there for a bit, sort of talking over some things. Like there, not a lot of people necessarily see where you're at here, but for the most part, you're just sort of watching them. At one point, you do see um, uh, someone comes with some food. The food itself seems to have been pureed, like whipped into almost a liquid
Mhm.
as they bring it out. And when they come in, you see the guards grab a key, unlock it, and then she goes in. And we'll say this: you when they open up the door, you very kind of it's faint, but you can hear like cries of pain from inside.
Hey.
And then she kind of shudders as she goes up, and they shut the door behind her. Lysander. At one point when you're
Yeah.
going through the halls, you feel a familiar. There's a familiar feeling as you're sort of going by, and you see like it kind of hits you before you see the person. Um, there are like two large dogs coming down the hall, and you notice that they are pushing sort of a cart. There's a man inside of it. Looks like a beggar, extremely dirty. Defiant eyes underneath. Looks like he's also like could possibly be handsome if it weren't for how scraggly and everything else the beard is. As he's coming through, you see servants and such that are in the hall kind of like make their way into rooms nearby to sort of get out of his way. And as he's coming past, I mean, you heard the description said earlier, but you also know what it's like to be